You got questions, we've got answers. Just ask Kenan.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kenan here, and I'm at the pond, and I got all sorts of critters floating around right now, and it's time for another Ask Kamp Kenan question. And today's question, I'm going to use the cheat sheet because I just can't remember. You guys have such good questions, but here it is. Gabe Earnhardt just says that he has adopted a 15-year-old southern species map turtle from a rescue, and he's wondering what to do as far as feeding it and keeping it okay. Now, I should note that in his question, he says that he plans on feeding it leafy greens, freeze-dried krill, live insects, worms, live fish, and pellets, of course. He just wants to make sure how much he should feed her and how often. So it's kind of perfect that I'm out here right now, and you can see there's a little gator back there. He's back trying to mooch some food off everybody. But I am just talking about feeding turtles right now. So here we have a common map turtle right here, and look at that jaws, look at that face, man. Is that a beautiful turtle? You do not want to get bit by those jaws, and these jaws should indicate to you what this animal likes to eat. They will from time to time eat vegetation, okay? But by and large, these guys will love the krill, live shrimp, crayfish. They have a real pronounced crushing beak. And that beak, as we know, is designed to crush and to eat hard-shelled, crustaceans, some mollusks, freshwater mollusks, like I said, snails, crayfish, other invertebrates like ghost shrimp, freshwater shrimp. They will also eat carrion. So they're going to eat some dead fish. They may catch a live fish now and again. But they do very well in captivity on pellets. I use the Missouri tortoise diet. It works really well. Put some fat on them. It's a really great diet. The Zoo Med diets are also good for the freshwater turtles as far as a pellet. I've used Reptile in the past. I got turtles all around me right now, everybody. But this particular map turtle here was given to me by someone who just wanted to get it a new home, and we put it out in my pond where it's very happy. It actually comes up close, although I don't know how much longer that's going to happen since I snatched her out of the pond in order to do this video for you folks. But now to the question. It sounds like you're feeding it the right foods. Definitely. What I would suggest is if it's indoors in a really nice aquarium, they're going to need a large aquarium. You can see this is a large female. They grow kind of large, the females. There's quite a difference in the sizes between the male and female map turtles. If you go back and check out the New Jersey map turtle episode of our show, you'll see that we went swimming in a stream in northwestern New Jersey, and we found a bunch of map turtles. We found a snapping turtle, and I think some painted turtles as well. So they have a very wide range, the map turtles. They'll go all over the eastern seaboard, out west into Texas, and sometimes beyond, through the Midwest. A lot of the river drainages of the Mississippi will have species of map turtles as well. They have a lot of colors, a lot of different variety and subspecies of map turtles. But anyhow, guys, this one's all covered with algae living in the pond. We're talking about how often should we feed them. Well, I like to feed my turtles here. I'm just keeping an eye on this lunatic alligator here. This thing is funny. Anyhow, the good old map turtles here are fed, and all the pond turtles are fed twice a week. They have a large pond. They can forage for food in here. There are fish in here. There are snails in here. There's no real aquatic vegetation because all the sliders have certainly gotten to it and have eaten it. But I do throw romaine in here and collard greens from time to time. But by and large, these guys are eating pellets. So I'll throw pellets in twice a week. Now, for you in a captive situation, what I would recommend, you don't want to overfeed your turtle. They can get obese. This is something that you can watch in some of the videos I've done on nutrition. So what these guys actually do is I would feed them probably 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a little bit on the weekends, or if you can control yourself, just feed a little bit every day. I'm talking just a small handful, not even a handful, half a handful of pellets, however much they can eat in about 3 to 5 minutes is what I would feed them. That's a pretty good rule of thumb. I don't like to overfeed them because, as we know, the animals aren't foraging in captivity much, so you don't want them to get overweight because that can provide or cause all kinds of little health problems and so on. So watch out for that. But anyhow, everybody, there is a map turtle. In the wild, these guys are definitely going to be chasing things and looking for different food items. But look, I want to give you a close-up of that face. You can really see the jaws on the females become so pronounced as they get older. Very, very similar to diamondback terrapins. Those turtles also eat a similar food, and many scientists think they are closely related to the map turtles because of the skull morphology and behavior, except that these guys, the map turtles, live in a freshwater environment, whereas the diamondback terrapins can take a saltier, more brackish existence. But both are very, very strong swimmers because if you think about it, most map turtles are found in rivers where there is a current. So these guys really got to be able to plow through the current in order to get the job done of living a healthy, happy life. Now, I definitely don't want to put my finger in there because that would hurt. So even though it's not a snapping turtle, they got a pretty powerful bite. All right, so there you have a little question answered. Thanks so much for submitting your question and being a Patreon supporter. Gabe, I appreciate that. And also, folks, if you want to help support the camp and want to help support us on our mission to provide educational fun videos for reptiles and other animals out there, please go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan and become a Patreon supporter. There's a lot of new content going up every day over there and things you can't find anywhere else. In the meantime, hit subscribe here if you like the videos. Like it if you like them. If you don't like them, that's okay. I don't mind. I can take it. We always admire constructive comments and criticism, so go ahead. Tell us what you think down below. And in the meantime, I'm going to take off. I'll see you guys later. We're going to put this little gal back in the water. And thus ends another fun Saturday morning Ask Kamp Kenan video. Or whenever you're watching this. So here we go, everybody. Let's send her on her way. Thanks for being a part of this video, and we'll see you again.